At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners and Humana. News is also brought to you by Barry Levinson and Associates, Pahrump's Bankruptcy Center. When it comes to important matters like bankruptcy, call an experienced, compassionate attorney. Call the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. Call 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Tire Works Total Car Care. Not your typical tire and service company. Guaranteed lowest prices on tires. Your one-stop shop for all automotive needs. Call 775-751-6100 or 702-365-TIRE. News is also brought to you by the St. Therese Mission, a future venue for cultural and environmental events near Pahrump. Get involved. Visit us at sttheresemission.com or call 702-507-4172.
Tonight on News 46, a diesel versus car accident injures 2.
And a memorial service is held to say goodbye to a leader.
The 3rd annual Halloween Safe Night at the Pahrump Nugget, News 46, starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell and news across Nevada with Janet Eric. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Halloween Monday, October 31st, 2011. I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Angelique Stefanelli for News 46. Topping our news tonight, Happy Nevada Day and Happy Halloween, everyone. Nevada actually became a state on October 31st, 1864. So happy birthday to Nevada, which is today 147 years old.
Wow. Well, 2 people were transported following a 2-vehicle accident yesterday afternoon at Highway 160 and Country Place.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall & Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall & Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
Yesterday afternoon, approximately 3:30 here on Highway 160 and Country Place, a 2-vehicle accident involving a passenger vehicle and a diesel truck. Nevada Highway Patrol arrived on scene along with Nye County Sheriff's deputies and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue as well. They found a diesel truck with moderate damage to the front end, and the passenger vehicle sustained major damage. 2 people inside that vehicle were transported via Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue locally here to Desert View Hospital. No one inside the diesel truck was injured. Nevada Highway Patrol is investigating. This is Deanna O'Donnell on Country Place and Highway 160 for News 46.
Well, he gave so much to our community. So many people admired and were inspired to be like him. Community leader, veteran, husband, father, grandfather, friend, and advocate for many, Bob Baker was laid to rest on Saturday. The VFW hosted the memorial service, and his family, friends, and many others spoke before a caravan led by Nye County Sheriff's Auxiliary, who took Bob's ashes to the Chief Tecopa Cemetery to be interned.
I'm honored that I knew my father as an adult. My father taught me to be a man. He taught me to question everything. I don't mean in a rebellious sense, you know, things like that. What I mean is, don't rely on somebody else giving you the answer to something. Dig for the facts and make your own conclusion.
We're here to honor my dad's life. We're not here to mourn his passing. We're here to honor a life well lived. What a legacy he did leave us, his family, and you, the community of Pahrump.
Well, Mom and Dad, they love this town. They love the desert. They introduced my husband and I to the desert, and that's why we live down this way. My mom, she can't be here today, but I know if she could say something, she'd talk about the sunsets that Mom and Dad shared and the beauty of the colors. My dad taught me to enjoy things like that. He gave me a love for the country, a love for travel. He taught me through his actions and through his deeds to be good to everybody.
I think that he taught my dad how to be a wonderful father. I'm grateful for him for being a wonderful grandfather, and I'm grateful to my dad for being a wonderful dad. He also taught me how to be a wonderful wife, or to be in a wonderful marriage. Seeing my grandparents at their 50th wedding anniversary was one of my most special memories of them. When they got on the dance floor at the end, you could just see how much they loved each other.
There was money missing from an organization, and because of Bob Baker's leadership, he helped to save that organization and kept it alive because of his honesty and his integrity. That's a leader. That man led our community in such a positive manner. I didn't know the man. I'm reading the newspapers thinking, oh my God. The second thing everybody remembers, the Mountain View fire. How many people were helped through the United Way to get through those hard times? Does anybody remember that?
Oh, yes. Bob, because everything he did, somehow I had to get involved with it. I was the gopher a lot of times, but I knew he loved it. And this whole town is going missing.
All of us at KPVM wish to extend our sympathy to the family. Bob was a close friend to us here at KPVM, and he will be deeply missed. If you would like to see the entire memorial service for Bob Baker, go to KPVM.TV or KPVM's YouTube page.
Yes. Well, Nye County Sheriff's detectives have arrested a homeless man who they allege stayed in a home while the owner was out of town. 29-year-old Thomas Campbell has been arrested for home invasion, burglary involving a victim over the age of 60, petty larceny, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
According to the Nye County Sheriff's press release issued today, on October 15th, deputies and detectives investigated a residential burglary in the area near Highway 160 and Winery Road, where the suspect entered the home of an elderly victim who was out of town at the time. During the investigation, it was discovered that the unknown suspect appeared to have stayed inside the house for one or possibly several nights, having left several bags of personal items such as toiletries and clothes behind.
Although no one was found trespassing inside of the home at the time of the initial investigation, Thomas Campbell was seen walking in the area at the time. The homeowner later reported several items including coins and jewelry missing from the home. Detectives later confirmed Thomas Campbell, age 29 of Pahrump, as the suspect in this case.
Well, he was located on Friday in the area of the victim's home and when questioned, admitted to entering the house and staying in it for at least one night because he was homeless. And he admitted to stealing some of the victim's coins, which he then used to buy food and cigarettes.
Campbell was arrested, at which point it was discovered that he was in possession of drug paraphernalia. He was subsequently booked at Nye County Sheriff's Office detention in the amount of $11,274 bail. Detectives are following up on several leads and the investigation is ongoing. Anyone with information pertaining to this case is urged to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 751-7000.
Well, police are attempting to locate an adult white male with brown or salt and pepper hair who is approximately 40 to 50 years old. He is possibly driving a 2000 or 2001 Jeep Grand Cherokee, solid tan in color, with tinted windows.
He is wanted for the murder and attempted murder that occurred on October 25th in Lake Mojave. He is considered armed and dangerous with the handgun. If you have any information, you are urged to call the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 751-7000.
And coming up, the Pahrump Nugget is holding their third annual Halloween Safe Night.
And we go over some Halloween safety tips. We'll have all this and more right after the break, so please keep it here.
News 46 is brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Their healthcare center is now open in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine.
Welcome back to News 46. Well, the Pahrump Nugget is hosting their 3rd annual Halloween Safe Night.
You just kill me, Alice. I'm here at the Pahrump Nugget where there is going to be a Halloween safe night. The doors open at 5 p.m. All the businesses are participating. We're going to speak to Ski Sensky.
A little bit of history behind it, Dan. About 3 years ago, when the church on Big 5 was no longer able to have the big safe night, we coordinated with the folks here at the Nugget, and they put together an amazing event real quick. That was about 3 years ago. This is the 3rd year, and this is a good example of community involvement. You have a lot of businesses come up. They set up their tables. We have Dare here, a lot of local businesses. Then as the kids walk through the maze, it's designed to be a safe house. Last year, I believe the total count of people that went through was about 9,700. The effort on the part of the Nugget staff is absolutely amazing. You know, they already have their full agenda of items that have to be done, yet they stop everything they're doing, put this thing together, along with a lot of members of the community. Each year we jointly, through the auction, we jointly sponsor this back-end booth. What the kids do is they have an opportunity. They go through the maze, which is a little bit low-key. Then when they get to the back section, it gets very, very scary. But the kids have the option of they can either exit or they can continue on through the real scary part. And I think, as you've seen walking around, we try to do the best that we can and really put on a good night for the kids in the community.
Wonderful. How many participants do we have so far?
The actual vendors, or the booths that are in here, I don't know exactly, but I'm going to guess about 15 or 20. And matter of fact, you'll have a booth here, and you'll be video recording the kids as they come through so they can actually see themselves on TV also, right? Perfect, yeah.
So this is going to be so much fun, and I know thanks to Dare and, of course, Nevada Public Auction and Nuggets and so many other people. What time do the stores open?
Starts promptly at 5 o'clock, and it goes, I believe, till 8 o'clock. You know, each year we have a large amount of participants, but we try to get people through as fast as we possibly can. The lines, they can have a tendency to be a little bit long, but I'm sure you'll understand it's very, very well worth the wait.
So this begins at 5 p.m. tonight here at the Pahrump Nugget. We'll see you here. The doors open at 5 p.m. Wishing you a happy and safe Halloween.
And the Pahrump Valley Cruisers will be holding their Trunk or Treat at Mountain View. It began at 4 and will last until 8 p.m. tonight.
That's right. It looks like Deanna was having some fun there, huh?
Oh, my goodness.
Good look for her. Just kidding. And for those of you who don't know what Trunk or Treat is, like Miss Angelique over here, Trunk or Treat is when any kind of organizations, a lot of people do it now, line up their cars and they open their trunks and they'll have some candy in there. And kids or adults even go from car to car, just like you would door to door, except from car to car.
Wow.
Interesting, right?
Interesting.
Well, walking the streets in Pahrump is dangerous on a daily basis, especially at night since we have no sidewalks or streetlights. It's hard for a driver to see a pedestrian until they're right on top of them. Tonight, that danger is increased with kids trick-or-treating from house to house in dark clothing.
The number of deaths for young pedestrians on Halloween is 4 times higher than any other time of the year. A national study found only 1/3 of parents go over Halloween safety rules or tips with their kids before they head out to trick-or-treat. So police are reminding people to go out in groups and avoid dark costumes at night if possible.
That's right. Police also suggest using bright props to increase visibility. They also advise parents to trick-or-treat with their kids until they reach the age of 12. For drivers heading out tonight, safety experts say to avoid texting while driving, although we should always do that, and to pay attention to all traffic signals. Drive very slowly in areas where trick-or-treaters are at, please.
And please do not get distracted while driving. And it is best to stop and walk from house to house, then drive. This gets more drivers off the road and makes it less hazardous.
And like I said, remember that tonight, but remember that every day too.
You should.
All
We
those
should all be
tips.
cautious drivers.
Exactly. Well, the Pahrump Gunfighters held their annual Halloween event yesterday at Dusty Flats, which is located on the property of the Stage Stop Casino off Blagg and Stagecoach Road. We spoke to Bud Curtis.
Well, right now we're getting ready to start our show. We're going to have the kids out here. We've got prizes for the first, second, and third place for the different age groups up until 12 or 15, I believe it is. I think it's 15. And we've got a lot of gifts out here. We've got some punch. We've got some sodas. We've got some fruit drinks. We've got cookies. We've got cakes. We've got all kinds of stuff for the kids to eat. And they're going to have a great time today. And we've got a nice crowd over here just starting out. And we're looking for a good time. We'd like to have this one the best of last year, but it's going to be a good one, no matter what we do.
The kids are all dressed up in their costumes. Tell me about the show.
Dressed up in their costumes. We're going to do about 3 skits or so for the people to watch, and then we're going to have the contest going on for the kids, and we're going to have them come up by age groups, and we're going to pick out the best first, second, and third place of all of them.
And tell me a little bit about what's the next show for the Pahrump Gunfighters.
Well, right now, the first thing we're doing is November the 5th, we're going to be over at the Maverick. And we're going to be doing some work over there with our jail and stuff. And then
So that's next weekend.
It's next weekend, right.
What time is that?
That's about, well, it's all day. It starts about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and it'll be all day. And then our next show is going to be on the, this is November, the last Sunday of the month in November. And then we're going to have that, and then we'll have our Christmas party after that on December the 18th or 19th, I believe it is. It's the week before Christmas. And we're gonna have a good time with the kids too. We've got horses that are going to be out here for the kids to ride on today and take pictures, and we've got all things set up, and we're going to have a great time.
Wonderful. For more information on the Pahrump Gunfighters, how can they contact you?
They can call me at 751-2667.
Well, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and a Halloween party was held last Saturday night at the Artesia Clubhouse to benefit the Susan J. Komen Breast Foundation.
Well, we usually have fundraisers here at the Artesia Social Committee, and this one we decided that the donations and the proceeds above what we have to spend will go to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation.
And Paul Mitchell School is partnered with it.
Yes, we've been fundraising for Susan G. Komen for the entire month of October. And so far we've raised over $1,000 just in the school with an original goal of $750. So we're really excited about what we're going to be able to do tonight. And we're really excited that all of the money is going to stay here in Las Vegas. So.
Or in Pahrump area too as well?
Pahrump area as well.
And Vicki, I know that most of the Silver Tappers are here.
Yes, several of the Silver Tappers are here, and it's just going to be a really fun evening. And I think that we also should say that many of the pizza companies here in town have donated the pizza, so that's part of the fact that we won't be spending quite as much money. And I think there was about 20 or so, close to 20 pizza companies here in town that have donated things for this event. So I thought that was really special.
That's amazing. The part of the fundraising was an admission price to get into this?
Yes, it was $10 per ticket.
And Artesia, what a wonderful location for this.
Oh yes, it is. We're a growing development, and we just like to put on fundraisers for the community, as well as the homeless and the veterans, just as many as we can find.
Maggie, how does people donate even after this event?
You can get in touch with me at the school. My email address is Maggie, M-A-G-G-I-E, at lasvegas.paulmitchell.edu, and we're constantly fundraising and doing community service all year long. So any donations, whether it's monetary or you have goods that you would like to donate, you can get in touch with me at any time for that.
And just a little correction, that was the Susan G. Komen Breast Foundation. Had a slightly dyslexic moment.
G and J, we mix them up sometimes.
It happens, it happens. It's been a long day.
It has. But we spoke to healthcare partners at a recent health fair at Desert View Hospital.
We're here to pass out information to the community regarding their choices on open enrollment, which started October 15th today until December 7th, about your options and different insurances and what your choices are. and if you had any questions about the doctors or our facilities and what we offer to the community as far as facility.
How many facilities do we have?
We have 7 total here in Pahrump.
Wow, that's a lot. There's a lot of options there. How many doctors total, do you know?
Around 25, I believe. And we also have a specialty clinic that we house about 17 specialists, different specialists.
So Healthcare Partners has really grown and kind of changed a little bit, but the doctors, we still have pretty much the same doctors that we had before.
We still have all of our same doctors, and plus we've brought in specialists from Las Vegas. We have dermatology, cardiology, dermatology,
an ENT. Yeah, about 17 different specialists come here to go ahead and provide the best care that we can for our patients here in Pahrump.
I know that you guys have been having some seminars to let people know about their options in the open enrollment period, and you've kind of been reaching out to the community to let them know all the specialties that we have and all the doctors that are available as well.
Definitely. We want the community to know what we can offer to them so that we can, gain your trust as far as healthcare, and to be in a partnership with our patients. And that's our goal, is to be in a partnership. It's not about healthcare, it's about being a partner.
I know that you guys are accepting Humana now, and that's a big deal for the open enrollment period.
Yes, we accept any and all Humana patients, and we will accept Senior Dimensions till December 31st. We are trying to negotiate and see what we can do to correct that also.
You still are in negotiations with them?
As far as I know, yes.
And so what other insurances?
I believe the only insurance we are not contracted currently is with culinary. Other than that, we accept everything.
Well, I haven't really had a chance to look at the weather forecast lately, but what do you think we got in store for us?
Well, I did get a chance to look at it, and it looks like this is actually going to be the warmest day of the week, but you'll get to see more of that after the break. I'll be right back with your weather.
News 46 Weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by Humana.
We had sunny skies and a high of 79 degrees. It looks like it's going to be one of our warmer days this week. The winds are going to come out of the south-southwest at 4 miles per hour, and our gusts were at up to 6 miles per hour. Pressure was at 30.7, and our UV index was at 4, moderate. Humidity was hardly there at 10%, and our sunrise was at 7:06 a.m. Our record for today was back in 1988 at 86 degrees. Tonight, it looks like we're going to have clear skies and an overnight low of 54 degrees, so that's going to be good for all of you that are going to be out tonight. Our winds are going to come out of the south at 5 miles per hour, and our gusts are only going to be at 8 miles per hour. The humidity will be at 23%, and the sunset looks like it's going to be at 5:50 p.m. The record for tonight was 30 degrees back in 1971. Feel bad for the trick-or-treaters that year. Tomorrow looks like we're going to have sunny skies again and a high of 77 degrees. Our low is going to go down at 50 degrees, and our winds are going to come out of the north at 11 miles per hour. Our gusts, it's going to be pretty windy, are going to be at up to 31 miles per hour, but our UV index is going to stay the same at 4. Our sunrise is going to be a minute later at 7:07 a.m., and the humidity will be at 16%. For our 7-day forecast, looks like we're going to have a couple windy days here this week. Tomorrow is going to be gusts at up to 31 miles per hour. Wednesday, 26 miles per hour. Thursday looks like we're going to have some clouds. And Friday, it'll be windy once again with gusts at up to 37 miles per hour and cloudy as well. But Saturday and Sunday, it will be nice. We're going to have sunny skies, but some pretty low temperatures actually. Saturday is coming, the high is coming close to what our overnight lows are going to be. And Monday, once again, we return with the winds with gusts at up to 25 miles per hour. Our overnight lows are going from the 50s all the way down into the 30s.
What was that? Like, come on, I thought I was going to have the best costume here.
Well, you know what they did, right? I wasn't creative enough to come up with a costume, so they blow me up.
Aww.
I finally get my own weather bump and they blow me up. Isn't that nice?
That's
but I like your getup. That's nice.
Why,
especially it's kind of cold in here in the studio, folks at home, so
seriously,
that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pulling double duty right now. I'm
It
getting ready
is.
for trick-or-treating, and I'm staying warm.
There you go.
I don't want to suffer from hypothermia before I get out there.
Exactly. I'm not going to get blown up every night, though, so don't worry. I'm put back together. They paid for my medical bills and everything. I'm good. Well, once again, the Pahrump Nugget is hosting a Halloween Safe Night beginning at 5 p.m., and we're going to have a KPVM booth there, so make sure you stop by. And the Pahrump Community Church would like to thank everybody who went to their Safe Night on Saturday. They had fun. They had jumpers, games,
Lots of candy.
Candy, there you go. Candy's the best thing.
And the Valley Cruisers are also having their Halloween Safe Night at Mountain View Casino, which began at 4 p.m.
Make sure you make it there. It lasts until about 8, I believe.
I think so.
So I hope everybody has a fun night. That does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Angelique Stefanelli.
And from everyone up here on the Hill at KPVM, we wish you a happy Halloween. Good night, Pahrump.
Have a safely spooky Halloween, Pahrump.